Well, I'm quite worried, in case you can't tell. And I'm worried because a few weeks ago when we went to Las Vegas with Brian and Linda and Maureen, they provided us with chauffeur service, and they planned everything, and all we had to do is film it and put it on YouTube, and we looked really cool. Except now we're in Reno, we're all by ourselves, we don't have a clue what to do, I don't know where to drive, we have to look at all these pamphlets, so I'm thinking that the whole episode is just going to be looking at pamphlets. Right, and to make matters worse, I don't have any glasses, honey.
We stayed at the Reno KOA at Boomtown, just about 10 miles west of Reno. It was a great KOA right on the Truckee River, and actually easy access off Interstate 80. We also did go into Reno one day, and we're not really gamblers or drinkers, so one day was enough. What we did realize was that the northern part of Lake Tahoe was more for us, so we did some exploring. Marco!
So, where are we going today? How am I supposed to know where to drive?
First of all, we're going to be heading to the Squaw Valley aerial tram, which is by Olympic Valley, just right around by the western side of Lake Tahoe. So it was hard morning to figure out how to dress. It's like 50 something here. I called and it's like 38 to 40 there at the top of the where we're going, which is like 8,200 feet in elevation. So we're in layers. We're not sure how cold it's going to be, but we're ready to go.
Let's get going. I want to test out these new boots I got here.
Hiking boots. Woo!
We got the new hiking boots from Cabela, and I see you have yours broken in already.
Broken in.
From going to Peru. Okay, then. Let's go. Tell me where to go.
Really? Go around. We took Interstate 80 through the Sierra Nevada mountains, which followed the Truckee River. It was about a 50-minute drive to the Squaw Valley aerial tram. There were some beautiful views. Along the Truckee River are these wooden flumes, which are man-made channels of water, carrying snowmelt from the mountains down to the valley aqueducts. There are a lot of them in the Sierra Nevadas. Squaw Valley Ski Resort in Olympic Valley, California is one of the largest ski areas in the United States, and it was the host site of the entire 1960s Winter Olympics. This event was such a success that it changed Squaw Valley and the Lake Tahoe region forever and is now an internationally recognized sports destination.
One thing that Sue and I have strived to do in our travels is learn how to dress so that we're not spotted out as tourists. So if we've accomplished that, please leave some comments below so that we can know if we're successful not looking like tourists. Come on, Sue. We got things to do.
The tickets were a bit pricey, but we're not skiers, so other than this, Mark and I would not get to experience the view. And it was worth it to us.
All right, thanks. Which way do we go and where's the restaurant?
So right now we just bought our tickets and we're on the lower mountain, which is 6,200 feet. 60 degrees right now. There we are. We're going on the tram to the upper mountain, which is actually 8,000 feet. Right now it's 44 degrees on May 31st. Yikes. Kind of nice if you want to ski, but we're not skiers.
So we're going up there over that tower. It'll hump over that, and then it'll really take off, and it's going up the high country.
This is boring. We already videoed this, but this is the only way that I get to get in videos, is when there's a mirror. You bugger. So now we're heading up to the top. The tram wasn't built until after the Olympics and completed in 1968. At that time, the aerial tram was considered the largest tram in the world.
Folks, the cabin's going to swing when we cross under this tower.
The aerial tram climbs over 2,000 feet with 360-degree views of the High Sierra and Lake Tahoe. So we're at the top, and the first thing Mark says is, wow, look at that snowblower. Check it out.
Okay, so when I lived in Wisconsin, I had an 18 horsepower twin cylinder snowblower, 44-inch, 2-stage, and I thought it was pretty manly. But look at this baby. This is just to keep the deck clear. Treads, all hydraulic actuator just to turn the chute. Check this auger out. Giant drive transmission here. I mean, this is a mechanical engineering dream. I'm drooling. I hope it goes away before I get into the hamburger shop. Come on, let's check stuff out.
Wow, a little Shangri-La up here on the mountain.
I'm a romantic at heart, and I look at this and I always see the little tiki bar there, and then on the other side of that pointy little shack over there, there's actually a hot tub, which you can't see. It's actually open right now. I think you could buy into it and go to it. But then this pool here, and you wonder how many people actually met here and ended up dating and got married by meeting at this Shangri-La. And I'm so glad we're here off season, because I don't feel the least bit crowded or any pressure to have a swimming suit on right now.
May 31st, and here we are in snow. Tried to avoid it all winter. Now I actually paid money to get up here. So what's your guess, restroom or buffet? So we're gonna go to the marketplace and grab something to eat. And this restaurant is not open, but we certainly can sit here. We're right next to the tram where it lets you off, and what a fantastic view. There in the distance we see Lake Tahoe.
Sue, now that we burned 6 calories sitting in the elevator going up to the top, what did you want to do?
Oh we need to put calories in. Let's go get a gelato.
Oh, okay. Get a gelato. That's what we need.
Take 2. We're by Lake Tahoe and in Tahoe City right now, and we're actually going to get on a bike trail, and we're lucky to find this parking spot. It's the Transit Center parking. You can see behind us. All kinds of parking going on, free, and it's really nice because it's at the hub of our Lake Tahoe bike trail. So we can end up going to the northeast, to the northwest, or the south. We're going to end up taking the south along the lake, and then possibly take the northwest, which would actually be up towards Squaw Valley. But it's nice to know that there's parking, public parking, all kinds of room. So here we go.
Action shot.
Right, we can tell that we're biking on elevation, breathing hard.
Might have to store these recumbents at Andy's storage facility in our hometown. Get some electric bikes on this next 1-year adventure. We take it 1 year at a crack, and literally, is it June 5th today?
Something like that.
Literally, our adventure started 2 years and 2 days ago.
Woohoo! Here we go, and we're still having fun. Not a bad view, huh? It's our first stop on the bike ride. We're actually parked right next to Sunnyside, which is hopefully where we'll be stopping for happy hour.
Okay, we're having a really tough time on this bike ride around Lake Tahoe. As you can see, the scenery is just really beautiful. We find things like this pine cone. I mean, look at how freaking big this thing is. And it's just one thing after another. So we'll drive like, 100 feet or 100 yards and we got to stop again. So we're going to try to hurry up because we don't want this bike ride to be 4 hours on film.
After about 10.5 miles of slow riding, we decided to stop and have the snacks we packed. The place we decided to stop was at Sugar Pines State Park, and what a beautiful view.
Okay, we've talked about this in the past, how dangerous it can be to RV, and this is just another example, so be careful.
I wish this video had smellorama, because the pines are amazing. Smells great. Also, totally loving this guy's fence.
Hey Sue, let's throw down the OGM pinecone cam and get this debris field.
Anybody know what these are? And we're at Sunnyside at the end of our bike ride. What a great way to end with their happy hour.